with y'all. If I just took this definition right here and said nationalism, identification with one's own nation and support for its interest, especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interest of other nations. If I took nation out and just put race, identification with one's own race and supports for its interest, especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interest of other races. Now we see the problem.
Oh my God.
Actually, let me actually turn this down so I can. So Prof said nationalism isn't bad in and of itself, but it being embraced by the wrong person or group of people can get ugly quick, i.e. Proud Boys. I agree. What's the matter of fact? What's the definition of nationalist? Because I'm assuming that it has to be associated with some type of nation, right? Nationalism definition. Let me look it up just so I could, for my own understanding. So it says identification. Hold on, I'll share it with y'all. You guys can see the screen as well. All right, so nationalism, it says identification with one's own nation and support for its interest, especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interest of other nations. All right, see, that's the thing with it, though. The Proud Boys got to understand. There's a lot of other. America's a nation of a whole lot of different types of people. It just is what it is. So when you're pushing, I guess so. Damn. So hold on. When you think about it, the only difference between nationalism and racism, well, racism, I guess, is the belief that one superior is greater or one race is superior to another, or a bunch of different definitions. You got to have the power. We get all that. But I guess the only difference is between nationalism and racism is just having that energy for the nation rather than race, like basing it on, like, because if I just took this definition, hold on. Oh, my fault. I thought I shared the screen with y'all. If I just took this definition right here and said nationalism, identification with one's own nation and support for its interest, especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interest of other nations. If I took nation out and just put race, identification with one's own race and supports for its interest, especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interest of other races. Now we see the problem, or one of the potential problems with a nation or with nationalism. I guess, can't we just kumbaya and just be one big world? No, I wouldn't like that either. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I would. Shout out to Steve in the building. I think that we need to drop back and pull back from hemorrhaging money and resources all over the world in order to get things fixed here at home. I'm with it. I think you definitely got to take care of home first. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Like it or not, there's a bunch of different nations. I was just talking as far as one big. Y'all know what it is. It's Dak from the OG Network. And I just want to thank y'all. That's right, to thank y'all for all of your tremendous support over the years, whether you've been rocking with us from the beginning or maybe this is the first show that you're checking out on the network. We want to thank you nonetheless. And we have an ask. All right. We have a goal of reaching 20,000 subscribers by the end of March. That's right. 20K by the end of March. It's not a real goal unless you put a date on it. And with that, we need your help. So we ask that if you are enjoying the content that you like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling real generous, maybe share with some friends and family. All right. I'll let y'all go. And once again, thank you for your continued support. And we look forward to growing with y'all. See y'all soon. Big world. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not going to say that it can't happen, but as of the way things are right now, I have no problem with nationalism. I have no problem with nationalism. I think it's to Prof's point. Hold on to what Prof said initially, which is, hold on, let me see. I think it's to what you said earlier, as far as it's not bad in and of itself. I guess it's just how it's used and by who. Because if you're pushing your country first, if you're pushing your people first, I mean, a lot of people would argue. Well, I ain't gonna get into the whole DEI conversation yet, but if you're pushing your people, your country, I guess that's cool. Now it just comes down to, at what point am I willing to push for my people at the detriment of another group of people? So that's what it would be for me. Skeeg said, David, what's up? Chilling, bro. We here. Prop wrote, that's a random ass question, and this just went comedically left. Yeah. My question or hers with Trump? With Trump. I assume you're talking about Trump. That's why I asked it. But yeah, it definitely went left. Steve wrote, I think we need to drop it. Okay, I already read that one. He was knocked out on that lawn chair. Oh, man. Shout out to, well, yeah, I wonder what Joe Biden's doing right now. Joe Biden probably living life, chilling, relaxing. That's a great pivot. Racism is when nationalism goes left. Great connection. And the reason why I'm asking is because, you know, we throw out a lot of these terms, and whenever I'm thinking about nationalism, depending on who's saying it, I've heard some people use it in a positive light, and I've heard the same people that use it in a positive light in one situation use it in a negative light in another situation. And it does depend on how it's being used. I know Malcolm X, like when you think about a lot of the principles that Malcolm X used to stand on, a lot of people used to get upset with him, saying he's a black nationalist, saying that he's the next Messiah, all these other things, the next black Messiah, J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI. I think it was J. Edgar Hoover. I said I think on the last one, so let me confirm that, but I think it's him. That was the one. That's why they made it a mission to get Malcolm up out of there, in my opinion. So Cuzzo, shout out to Cuzzo in the building. Can't clean someone else's house when yours is dirty. That's a fact. Ebony wrote, to the detriment of other nations is where they F up at. That's a fact. And that's the same thing with racism or maybe a lot of these isms. You know what I'm saying? Push your joint first, but to what point are we pushing for our people to where it becomes detrimental for another group? And not detrimental in a standpoint of competing, but I guess just from a moral compass standpoint, what are we willing to take? Damn, is that really what it is? What are we willing to take? Hold on. Let me take these service. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't know why my service is going in and out. Let me get off the Wi-Fi for a second, and then we'll get into, all right, Wi-Fi is off, so we shouldn't have any more issues. All right, so hers, avoiding stairs. Let's see. Ebony wrote, that's a lack mindset. The earth is abundant and is better when working in harmony. Greed forces lack. Okay, I like it. But when you're working with somebody else and you're doing a deal with somebody else, I don't know. If you're competing against somebody else, that's a good point that you brought up. That's a lack mindset. This applies until you're competing directly with somebody. If I'm competing with you for that job, we could sit here and say like, oh yeah, like, well, maybe they'll create 2 jobs for us, or well, even if I lose the job, I still competed with you and I gained a lot of tools and skills and now I can apply them to somewhere else. Yeah, that's all cool. That's all cool. But at the end of the day, you're still lost. You still lost the job. You still lost the Super Bowl. You still lost the game. So in certain instances, when you're competing with another group, when we're competing with China, when we're competing with another country, when we're competing in the Olympics, I don't know if I want these golds. Every gold I get, that's taking a gold away from you. I mean, right? I think, I don't know. Am I seeing it wrong? Maybe. Brookie likes the jerseys. Thank you, Brookie. I appreciate it. I thought you were calling me a brokey first. No, I'm joking. Thank you, Brookie. Cuzzo, what's up? What up, my brother? All right, so we here. Got the intros out the way. Prof wrote, unfortunately, America wouldn't exist without greed. Matter of fact, let's start right there. I wasn't gonna start right there, but let's start right there. All right, so I got a Jason Whitlock clip to show you guys. And if my internet keeps going in and out, give me the heads up on that, please. But I got a Jason Whitlock interview that you guys need to see. All right, I should have it already. My fault. I wasn't going to go this way. Usually I do the icebreakers first, but since we're talking about this, I would like to bring up this Jason Whitlock video. All right, let me just go right here. I think it was at around 43 minutes. Okay. Ooh, y'all know this about the. All right, so I want to play this clip. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Hodge twins. Here we go. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure that I got it. There we go. All right. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Hodge twins, but enjoy. Hold on. Let me catch up with Ebony's first. Ed wrote, a team will win the Super Bowl, but you shouldn't have to poison the other team to do so. Everybody should still be able to live and play ball. I'm 100% with you. 100% with you. We got to have some sort of rules when it comes to this stuff. We got to have some sort of rules. I don't know why the internet's going now. All right. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.